Well, Mel Kiper just released his updated big board, so let's mock that sucker. Or who knows, maybe I'll like it. What's crack-a-lackin'? It's your boy Broshmo, just in case you did not know. So go ahead, become a bro and subscribe. Leave this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the content as always. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let's have that nice, beautiful football discourse. I'm going to switch over here real quick. Shout out to Underdog Fantasy for sponsoring the video. If you like weekly fantasy or player prop bets or just pick'ems, check out Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code Broshmo when you sign up. They'll hook you up from the get-go and it helps the channel out. Remember, my friends, bet responsibly. Let's go ahead, get into it. This is Mel Kiper's his big board, his draft rankings. We're gonna take a gander at this sucker, and this is honestly the biggest surprise. Probably not the biggest. I mean, we still got a long ways to go. But he's got Jalen Carter, number 1, and I bet you Will Anderson's number 2. Hold up. And Will Anderson is, in fact, number 2. Again, these are the 2 top non-quarterback prospects. Jalen Carter, Will Anderson. I think it's 1A, 1B. Whoever you like, go ahead and like them. They're both outstanding prospects. They're in a league of their own. I don't mind if you have one on top of the other. I think you can make a great case that Bryce Young isn't here because of the size. Yeah, a lot of NFL teams are going to be turned off by the size. I get that. I understand that. It is what it is. You're either going to be for him or not. So having these 2 guys ahead of him, I think that's fine. That's fine. Let's see who the top quarterback is, because I imagine we're going to see the quarterback next. Oh, Mel. Will Levis. Oh, we got to read this. Will Levis' stats aren't going to blow you away, but he doesn't have a great supporting cast of playmakers around him. Chris Rodriguez. He had 2 very young but very promising redshirt freshman wide receivers. Tavion Robinson moved over there. Like, he had some weapons. Let's not act like he didn't have weapons. The offensive line was a big regression, but let's not act like he didn't have weapons. Let's see. But when I went through all his starts at Kentucky earlier this year, I was really impressed with his game. He has a rocket launcher for an arm. Facts. He makes some wild throws. Facts. That has gotten the Penn State transfer into trouble at times. Facts. By the way, couldn't beat out Sean Clifford. Just going to throw that out there. Plays an NFL pro style offense at Kentucky. Blah, blah, blah. And okay, I mean, he's basically got the same opinion of Will Levis as everybody in the draft community. It's just how we rank this guy. It's going to be vastly different. Either you're going to be able to look at the tools and not be persuaded by just the mistakes, the immense mistakes he had this season, and you're going to be like, we could work with that. We could coach that up. Or you're going to be like, I don't think this guy has it upstairs. So, yeah, Will Levis, number 3. Now, I think we saw Bryce Young here at number 4. I love it. I'm fine with it. Bryce Young, I think, is a top 5 prospect. He's my top quarterback. I take him. I think the way he plays the quarterback position is just so far and above everyone else in this class. That's just my opinion on it. Jackson Smith-Njigba. Bro, what? Listen, this dude, he missed the year with a nagging hamstring. Like, combine, first off, the medicals are going to be huge. Are we talking like a soft tissue type of injury? Like, is this guy going to be like Kadarius Toney and he's going to tweak his hammy every week? Or is this going to be more like who's another guy that had hammy issues? Son of a gun. Can't think of one on the top of my head. Kadarius Toney was the first one that came to mind. Apparently, he was the only one. But you get what I'm saying. Like, that's going to have to be straightened out beforehand. I don't think he's going to test out well compared to the rest of this draft class. I think it's going to be pretty, like, average. It's going to be fine. But to put him in the top 5, like, hold up, Mel. Where? This is the same wideout, blah, 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 blah. Even on a team with 2 wide receivers, but he has stellar burst, explosiveness out of breaks. His hands as a catcher. You can retire a route tree. Yeah, but I think he's working from he's going to be, I think he's pigeonholed to the slot. He hardly ever, we're talking like 94% of the time this man's working out of the slot. Someone in my comments tried to be like, oh, he worked he was fine perfectly on the outside last year against Penn State. He had 2 snaps on the outside. Miss me with that nonsense. Golly, dude. I bet you that guy just threw random matchup here. Oh, he played fine on the outside in this game. Like, I think playing on the outside is going to be concerned, and that's not going to fit. Like, he's a mold. He's a certain mold, and that's not going to fit every team. Not every team's going to be looking for what he has to offer. Not every team utilizes what he has to offer to a high degree. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe teams teams from the Kyle Shanahan coaching tree will find more value in what he brings to the table, or from the Sean McVay coaching tree, which is the Kyle Shanahan coaching tree, or the Shanahan in general coaching tree. To be fair, which is like a lot of the NFL. So maybe. But I don't know. We'll see. Who's next? We got Peter Skoronski. The thing is, I feel good about Skoronski, my top tackle over Paris Johnson. Okay. I mean, listen, depending on how he tests out, you might be able to be like, yeah, forget the length. Like, length's not that big of an issue, but, like, you got to understand, we're going to pair him to guys like Penei Sewell and Rashawn Slater. Those guys were rare athletes for the position. He's going to have to test out in that ballpark, I think, if a team is going to look at him more than just an interior prospect. I think he's fine as a tackle prospect as of right now. Obviously, a lot can change with the combine and such. But as of right now, like, no one does touch this guy's level in terms of how he's played as a technician, what he brings in terms of power and such. So, yeah. Here's CJ Stroud at 7. I'm doing an exercise, right? I'm trying to look at the bigger picture, because like CJ Stroud can throw some pretty passes, and he's got a lot of dots. He's got a lot of darts. He's got a lot of throwing it in the bread basket at the perfect spot. There's a lot of those throws, but like taking back and like him under pressure, yeah, it's not always great. Is he an improviser? No, he's not. He's a guy that prefers to work inside a structure, and that I might have to like have that way a bit more than just specifically what is the arm talent. What does he bring to the table? So I'm working on it, but I still feel like he's a top 5 prospect. All right, what else we got going on here? We got Bijan Robinson. I mean, listen, running back, yeah, this dude, like, if we're talking like terms of pure talent, this guy's probably like a top 10 prospect. But because of the position he plays, it's a devalued position in today's NFL. It comes to a lesser degree. Like, this guy is still inside my top 20. Like, he's that talented, but you're not taking him inside the top 10, I think. Here's Quentin Johnston. I absolutely love him. I think I am about the same range as Mel here, so I'm glad we see eye to eye on him, especially since Quentin Johnston's not his wide receiver 1. But yeah, Johnson wins contested jump balls. Yes, he does. Rare length, good speed, nice combination. Yeah, I tend to agree with all that. Like, Johnson, he's got that prototypical X size. He's got a dog in him. You love to see him as a competitor. Just go back to that 2021 Oklahoma game where he was just dogging the secondary of Oklahoma. It was great. It was fun to watch. So, yeah. Miles Murphy, he just makes it inside the top 10. Y'all know for me, he's probably like gonna be like my fifth or sixth prospect on the board. I absolutely love Miles Murphy. The physical tools are just oozing. He could use a bit more polish, but that's fine in terms of what he brings from a tools standpoint. Like that can succeed by itself in the NFL. At number 11, we got Tyree Wilson. I'm telling you guys, man, this guy's going top 15, top 10. Like at 6'6", 275, he moves exceptionally well. He's got a good... I think he's got burst. I think the problem with him is he mistimes the snap a lot. We're talking like he's either offsides or he's just late coming off the snap. But he's gonna test out. He's gonna test out well, and he's got the production too. Brian Brazee coming in here at 12. Dude had a banger ACC championship game. Another guy that's gonna test out exceptionally well. Michael Mayer here at number 13, top tight end in the class. Just because he's not Kyle Pitts, people want to like crap on him. And like, nah, this dude deserves to go in the top 20. Like, I forgot who made the comp, but like TJ Hawkinson, I don't know who made the comp, but it's something that stuck with me. I've been referencing it in videos where it's like TJ Hawkinson's a really good comp for Michael Mayer. And like we've seen now what you got with this guy. If you get him in an offense where he's going to see considerable amount of volume, like he has been great for the Vikings, really has. And there was times where like he was good for the Lions. It was just like here and there. All right, what do we got? We got Paris Johnson here at 14. He'd be number 1 if we were talking about best human beings in the draft. But yeah, dude, this guy has what it takes to play out on the outside in the NFL. In his first year at tackle, he's looked really good. Jordan Addison's here at 15. Speed kills, and he's got speed for days. He struggled a little bit with an unspecific injury, but we kind of know it was an ankle injury. That's what he was holding, what he came down on, what was reported. We know it was an ankle injury. While yes, this year was kind of a setback compared to 2021 where he won the Blinknikov Award. Yeah, but we know this cat is like a lightning in a bottle. He's going to be able to stretch defenses vertically and horizontally. And honestly, I think this year did help his stock for me because we were seeing him win on the outside. Zay Flowers, man. Y'all know I'm not high on Zay Flowers. Holy moly. This is where I get stuck on size because I think physically he gets bullied in some ways. Like, I'm fine with this cat on day 2. 5'10", 172, but like, man, I don't know if I'll ever come around to him. I don't see Jahan Dotson. Give me Josh Downs. Josh Downs is the guy that I feel like is the more Jahan Dotson-like prospect. And if y'all were here for the channel, like for the last draft, I was kind of a slow burn when it came to Jahan Dotson. And it's kind of been that way with Joshua Downs for me. But like Zay Flowers, I just can't with Zay Flowers. Like a lot of his stuff is schemed up. Oh, everything's schemed up in the NFL. I'm talking like motion jet sweeps. This is a guy that I don't think can win consistently on the outside. He doesn't handle physicality throughout his routes well. So it's like, I get it, man. There's a lot of wow in Zay Flowers' game, man. And probably when it's all, I'll probably end up moving him up closer to like a top 75 guy. I don't think he'll be top 50 for me. I don't know. It's a long way away from the draft, but that's just how I feel at the moment. Here's Joey Porter. Teams are going to love his length and his athleticism. He's got the pedigree as well. Christian Gonzalez is right behind him. So these are the top corners right now. Gonzalez, man, I think he's ideal for a heavy press man coverage scheme, opposed to Porter, who I think you could put in really any press scheme, but maybe preferably I think he can play zone as well. I think he's a bit more, how would you say, scheme versatile. All right, here's Anthony Richardson at 19. I think I had him in top 30. And then I was honestly, after I put out that big board, I was like, man, maybe he should be closer to 40. Because, like, this is a guy that does have all the tools, but, like, mechanics-wise and in terms of going through reads and stuff, like, he's such a developmental guy that he's going to have to sit year one. He really is, but, man, he is a bit of an enigma in this class thus far. All right, let's see who 20 is. Brian Branch. I freaking love me Brian Branch, dude. This dude is a good. I really like this cat a lot. Holy moly, man. Kind of hurt my voice. But, yeah, this dude's a great athlete. He's one of the best run defenders. Not for his position. One of the best run defenders in this class. So he could honestly play a lot of different roles for any defenses. Ooh, I have not looked at this guy. Deonte Banks? I've looked at the other corner for Maryland. Haven't watched this guy. Oh, this is why I love looking at other people's takes, because it allows me to check out guys maybe I might not be privy to. All right, so Banks has a great frame. Yeah, it's 6'2", 205. I would say great frame. Great frame. There we go. He's not afraid to get physical. He tackles in the run game and will stick to receivers like glue in coverage after missing all but 2 games last season because of injury. He was fantastic for the Terps this past season. 8 pass breakups with interception. He also seemed to up his game in the biggest matchups on their schedule. Those are going to be the ones I go to. Banks' tape is one of the most impressive I've seen in terms of man coverage. Ooh, quit talking dirty to me, Mel. Oh, I love me a man coverage corner. They're a lot easier to watch. They really are. You really only need to watch a handful of snaps from these guys to get a good feel of what they do well and what they do poorly. But, yeah, shoot. Let's add this cat to the list. Son of a gun, dude. I did not come in here expecting to see someone I didn't have on my list. Like, a guy currently I'm watching right now is Josh Newton from TCU. So I'm going to just go ahead and bundle those guys together as guys that I need to watch. Banks, Maryland, and then 6'2". Golly, that's impressive. 6'2", 205. All right, Mel. I can't wait. Andre Carter, I like him better day 2, just because he's a big projection at this point. And, he's a bit of a developmental guy. But I can understand why people have him a bit higher. I mean, it's not like I have him much lower. He's inside, I think, my top 40. Broderick Jones, next tackle up. Yeah, this guy is a bit, maybe, not necessarily, I'm not going to say a project, but a guy that will need a bit more polish with some of his footwork and such. But he's got the length, he's got the build, he's got the athleticism. Like, he's got great play strength. You know this cat's going to be the total package once it all starts clicking for him. Devon Witherspoon, I like this. Y'all know me, I like Witherspoon. He's a top 50 prospect for me. A guy that I think can that just brings length, brings athleticism, brings physicality, has some mean hits. Oh, and I totally forgot he didn't have Keely Ringo up in here. Dang. Keely Ringo, that's the thing. He's going to test well, and you're going to look at the traits, and you're going to want to bet on the traits, even though this season was probably more of a down year than you would like with him. But, like, dude's got traits. That's why he's inside my top 10 right now. Could end up sliding him because I'm really digging Gonzalez. But, I mean, we're a long ways from the draft. Okay, so I guess we got some time. Let's look at his quarterback rankings. How many does he go over? Oh my gosh, he goes like 10 deep. All right, so we see Hendon Hooker, Jaden Daniels. No. That must mean he has a day 2 on Jaden Daniels. And you would think you would throw Bo Nix up there instead. There's Hendon Hooker. Jaron Hall's just meh. Jake Hayner's all right, but he's limited as well. Stenson Bennett is going to be a priority UDFA. Tanner McKee, man. Everyone hates Tanner McKee but me, man. But he mentions Max Duggan, Tyson Baggett, the Shepherd cat. Straight up, guys. I'm hoping maybe to get film on this cat before the Senior Bowl. I don't know where to get it. I really don't, but maybe. Running backs, yeah, Devin A-Chain, dude. That's a guy I have come around to. Marshawn Lloyd, I really think he comes back. Where's Kenny McIntosh? Oh, just missed it. Oh, yeah, Sean Tucker's just missed. Oh, shut up, Mel. What you doing? Kendre Miller's also a guy that a lot of people are loving and digging. I still have him early day 3, though, but also I hate running backs. He's got H-backs and stuff, but who cares? Wide receivers, let's see. Okay, Downs isn't much further. He's outside his top 25, but he's not much further from Flowers. Charlie Jones, dude, we're talking 7th round UEFA. Miss me with that. We know Cohen's coming back to school. Ooh, we put Jake Bobo. Bobo's all right. I don't think he's a guy that's like top 10. But Bobo's all right, man. I like Bobo's game. Tight ends. All right, just missed it. Cade Stover. Doesn't surprise me. Cade Stover had an awful game against Michigan. Let's look at these tackles. There's Jalen Duncan. That's what I really wanted to know. Where's Jalen Duncan in all this, man? I'm not a fan, as most of the draft community is. Joshua Gray, dude. There's a cat. He's really high on Gray as a guard. I like the move to guard, but I don't know if he's done enough to warrant like day 2 selection. Just looking at this here. Haven't checked out Troy Farianu. Probably mispronounced that. I have looked at a little bit of Zach Zittner, but I'm waiting to see if he declares. I think there might be a good chance now that Ladarius Henderson decided to transfer to Michigan, so it might be a thing. Looking at the guys here, let's look at center. Ooh, Tipman. Ooh, that's interesting. Van Ness, we know, decided to return. All right, so nothing too much to speak about there. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. His edge rankings are weird because then you'll have like outside linebackers and have edges among them. Like, we'll talk about when we get there. Let's see. Newton, I really think, goes back to school. If not, then hello day 2. I'm going to check out Fabian Lovett pretty soon since he's going to be in the Senior Bowl. Here's your inside linebackers. Dorian Williams. I absolutely love Dorian. D Winters is like, yeah, he's like prime day 3 guy. But look at this is what I mean, outside linebackers. Look at this. He's got Mike Morris, 290 as an outside linebacker. All these guys are edges. I really think Nolan Smith is the one guy that's like actually has like experience dropping into coverage. This is what I'm talking about with Mel, man. Ooh, Max Melton. Ooh, is that Bo's brother? That's another guy I'm gonna have to add to the list. Ooh, I'm intrigued. Let's take a look at the safeties. Yeah, that's about right. Evan Williams is another guy I want to watch. Haven't got to yet. Daniel Scott feels like he's going to be my Quinnen Lake this year. Really have that feeling. Just for the heck of it, since I don't really look at kickers or punters, let's see who Mel has as the top guys. Jake Moody. I know that guy's good. Any other names that I might? Just Moody. I really just know Moody. That's about it. But yeah, that's it for the video. Go ahead, do the YouTube thing. Let me know what you think. And as always, until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.